I'm in the coastal city of Mombasa and we've shipped in 3 cars. Most interestingly, 2 of those cars is a manual Petrol Axela and a diesel automatic Axela. And the first challenge that I'm taking on the Gen Z Mbugua from Mombasa all the way to Nairobi with 25 liters of each petrol and diesel on each car. Who is the first one that is going to tap out? And challenge number 2, between Mbugua with an automatic transmission and me with a manual transmission, who has better driving skills? Fuel economy, nana ataweka ka free, nana atafanya mambo gani? Who has the better driving skill in terms of making sure the fuel gets them the longest journey? And number 3, challenge. Of course, we're going to compare comfort, speed, performance, and all the other elements that just make these cars unique and different from each other. But it doesn't stop there, because where it gets more interesting is I'm going to take the Gen Z Mbugua, slap him into the manual car, and see, can he drive the car? Ama ni panganga na story. Let's start this. So let's get into it. The first car on the lineup is the car I'll be driving back to Nairobi. It's a 1500cc petrol manual, 6-speed. That courtesy of me, I'll deliver this car to Nairobi. And the next one, with my arch enemy right now for this trip, is Mr. Mbugua, the SI unit. And he'll be driving a 1500cc diesel. Mention 1500cc petrol, and these are diesel, but these are an automatic 6-speed. And we want to see whether Mbugua has, upped up his game in terms of how he drives, and whether the Gen Zs can really beat the millennials when it comes to driving cars, because I'm driving a manual. And final on the list is a 2018 Mazda Atenza. And these guys here are going to be our judges. And the first ride is Mr. James himself, and this is our digital strategist. Na yeye hapa atakuwa judge. You remember James, he was a judge on the first video we did with the Atenza and the 211. Then we have Alex, our sales team manager. And courtesy of all these cars is down to his effort and work. Then on the final list, we have Mr. Alvin himself, our engineer from CARSURE. Yenda makisha hizi gari zote ziko fiti. So clients, kama hizi gari ziko na shida, this is the guy you need to shoot. Okay? So let's get back to business and drive this car. Mr. Mbugua, what is your prediction?
I beat you on the Atenza. I'll beat you again.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So we are finally at the Shell petrol station. The challenge hapa ni 25 liters to Nairobi. Who is the first one to tap out? So on my fuel gauge right now I have 2 bars. I'm assuming that is like maybe 700 worth of fuel. So this is going to get 25 liters of petrol, Shell Fuel Save unleaded petrol. And then this one is a diesel, Mbugua. So this is also going to get 25 liters of Shell Fuel Save diesel. Mbugua, how many bars do you have? Kona mbili. So hapo ni kama so 7 so 8 hivi. So 25 liters, 25 liters.
25. So you're equal.
Tuone nani atatap out. Niko na mbili. So hapo tuko sawa, si ndio? And then finally the last car on the list is of course the Atenza diesel, 2.2 diesel. Kuna mafuta kiasi gani Alvin? Karibu reserve. So the challenge is, who amongst these 3 cars is going to have less fuel consumption all the way to Nairobi? But that is not the most important. I think the most important bit is this car and that car, because the challenge here is between a 1500cc petrol Mazda Axela and a 1500cc diesel Mazda Axela. That's an automatic. These are manual. Which one is going to have better fuel economy to Nairobi? And in case you guys are wondering why are we on a Shell petrol station, let me give you the news. So Shell have a new formulation. Okay, kama umekuwa na struggle na mafuta poa, The search is over. Shell, Fuel 7, Vivo Energy have done a new formulation of fuel. This one will clean your engine much better and will keep your engine clean. And one of the most important things why we are using this fuel for this challenge is because Shell, through their calculations and their research, they say this fuel is able to give you upwards of 15 kilometers extra on a fuel tank of 50 liters. So hii iko na kama 50-52 there about, ile pia 50-52. So we are hoping this fuel challenge will give us an extra edge in terms of how much distance or drive we can go with these two cars, and that is courtesy of the new formulation ya Shell Fuel Save. So kama sasa una plan kunywa mafuta, both Shell Fuel Save unleaded for petrol and Shell Fuel Save diesel for diesel cars. Wale watu wanang'ang'ana na DPF, I think right now you have the right answer. Your car will stay better, your car will breathe better, your car will drive better. And most importantly, utakuwa na more kilometers on every full tank that you put in your car. And it's high time we put that to test. So kindly stand by, wacha tufuel hizi gari and see exactly what results we are going to get between these two cars. 1500cc petrol unleaded, 1500cc diesel, Shell Fuel Save diesel. Ndio. The evidence, umeweka 25 liters. Oh, umeweka na liters eh? There we go. 4,350. Can this get us to Nairobi? That's the challenge. Without adding. Yeah. I have my coin on it. Me, I'll get to Nairobi. Wacha tuone yako itakuwaje. Let's see how yours will work.
So
yes.
probably mine is going to be less amount.
Yeah.
Like 200.
Yeah, maybe 4,000. Hii ni diesel, eh? Let's see. Hii ni 159. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 liters. 2-3 liters on a diesel car is, if you're doing 15 kilometers per liter, bro, that's like 45 kilometers more.
Literally, I'm doing right now. As you are seeing, I'm clocking 14.2.
39.90. So yours will be like almost 4K.
4K flat.
Yeah.
So I'm even saving money.
Relax, man. Relax. There we go. 39.90 on the dot. Yes. Kirija pale tumekuja 43.50. Haya. Sasa huku weka full tank. Let's see how much ini diesel pia. What do you think is going to tap out first between me and you?
Wacha tutaona, but me,
so the last competition you won.
Yeah, I won.
You cheated.
No, I didn't cheat.
No, you rigged.
You're the one who came with an old car. I didn't tell you to come with an old car.
So today now, we have the same technologies.
Same CC?
Yes.
Just different fuel,
petrol and diesel.
Different combustion styles.
You are turbocharged, I'm NA.
You're NA.
Okay. You're 6-speed auto, I'm 6-speed manual.
I have an extra gear.
No problem. We will see. But I can tell you for a fact, I want to teach you a lesson as a Gen Z.
Okay.
That manual transmissions are way much better than autos. And I'm going to show you in terms of fuel economy. Uko na diesel, but I kid you not, utaona moto.
Wacha tuongee na audience wangu kando juu.
Kumbuka hii ni rescue gari yetu. So the judges here are going to keep this car. We are putting full tank on this one. Yes. The reason why we are having full tank is because me and you are going to tap out. Lazima gari zime.
Because kuna point.
Yes.
Unaweza kuwa pale Manyani. Naishia hapo. Itabidi tena warudi hadi Moi.
ama man eaters. Tushuki ndani ya gari. Kwa fresh, imeingia ngapi? 8,400.
Mimi niko kwenye 12K.
52 liters. Nice. Good stuff. So Mr. Bugua, tell me, where is your fuel gauge?
So my fuel gauge is almost past half.
Slightly.
Yes. So
something 2 bars.
2 bars. So something else I want to do is so that I can get accurate.
You are resetting it.
I want to reset.
Hold it. Hold it in. There you go.
You should also do the same to yours.
Let me see how my fuel is.
So that
yes.
It's easy to do.
How many kilometers you've covered. Correct. There we go. I have more fuel than Bugua. I have 3 bars on top of half tank. How is that possible? You guys tell me, how is that possible? Interesting, right? Sawa. Anyway, challenge ni challenge, game ni game. So let's get on the road and see. Unajua mtoea juu ile kitu tunampangia. So let's roll. Let's see what happens.
Among the 3 cars, which one do you think will win?
Me, I'm going the Axela, the diesel engine. The diesel engine.
Why? Mr. Alex Karanja?
So now the diesel
you want me to vote? I'll vote for the diesel.
Diesel.
Yes.
So we are all going for the diesel?
Yes.
Diesel.
Why not the petrol manual?
Ibra is alone.
So, we're currently at Shell. I think siko sure ni wapi exactly hapa. But one of the things that I'm honestly planning to maybe win this challenge is, of course, checking my pressure. And is that 35 bar is what? Yeah. So I think my pressure is okay. Nicola Dunlop Dreza. So I think these are slick tires. I don't know if they're slick tires. I'm not sure what they're called, but the Reza Z2, I did a little research on them. So traction, good in traction, temperature. So I mean, sawa. Ibra has is akona snow tires, and it's not a bad thing because these snow tires do come with cars, especially when you're importing them, and it's not a bad thing. It's something that you unanunua and you have to like change.
Mr. Richie.
Apparently,
Yes.
I know you have a very big disadvantage, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah, Bugo is running the right set of tires. But me, come and show them. So now what I'm running here is a very bad disadvantage. So I run snow tires. There is nothing good about these tires in Kenya right now. So everything is working against me.
Mombasa.
Yeah. So niko na poor drag, niko na poor stopping distance. Like kila kitu tu haiwork na mimi. Umeget? So niko na high resistance. And I know these will beat me down on fuel economy, but the good thing is I'm a pro driver. So now that I know that information, I'm going to play to my advantage. So you guys will see. I have a plan for countering that disadvantage. Then we see what happens from there. So yako ni 35 all round eh? Cha tuone mzee akituwekea ukitakuwa ngapi. Something else that you need to know, apart from you having slick tires,
Are those slick tires?
Yeah,
are they considered slick tires? Semi-slick.
Yes.
Because I think they are road tires.
Yeah, those are performance tires.
Yes.
So here feel iko 26, very bad 6. So you get them 35.
Na mbona ameangalia juu hii ingekuwa very big disadvantage for me.
Lazima. So something else you need to do. Even iko na road noise. So I make more noises on the road because of the tires.
Funny now.
Yes, yours is smoother.
No, yours is actually smoother. Kama bigger.
No, the noise is higher.
It's higher because it's like you have mad tires. Kama wa tires when you
but uko silent.
But yako huko.
But mimi niko more soft. So uko na semi slick. So wewe ukiguza shocks ni nini, ukiguza footholds
au speed.
Watu wanafikia hiyo ngapi?
Tatuone.
24. So okay.
It's already a big disadvantage.
Yeah, but we are leveling up. So all of them 35. I know you guys have done 35 around.
Yes, the 35. Actually, they were perfect when you really here too. haijaongezwa anything. Yes.
So I think on my end here nilikuwa na shida.
Ulikuwa na issue kidogo. Anyway, wacha tugoje tuone.
Ndio.
We do a bit of drive test. Tunasema to
Get comfortable with
the cars.
We come back.
Get familiar.
Yeah.
Sawa, na ujue hata kama to get comfortable, shaanza count mafuta.
Yeah.
So we started on that.
How many kilometers have you covered already?
7.3 kilometers.
Okay.
Sawa.
As you fade away,
yeah, I'm about to fade away. Cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Just for the record, we have left Mombasa around, right now it is 2:09. Is it 2:09? I need to confirm. Not sure whether this clock is perfect. Yes, it's 2:09. Sahi tuko Mazera, so tumetoka Mombasa around kitu 13:30, just say 1:30. Apart from having a challenge on fuel economy, because I'm eager to know how long it will take us, we are going to be as careful as possible, going to drive as smooth as possible. We are going to minimize as much as possible overutilizing our cars, you know, kupush gari so that we just get epic fuel economy. So right now, wale mnajua Mombasa, I don't know where this is, but I believe we are close to Mazeras. So stay put. Let's see what happens. Not clear.
As you
Yeah, I think they have dropped off Kwanda Way Bridge. Now we are clear to go. Let's see how the car drives now. So if you guys are curious just to know what I'm averaging right now, right now I'm doing an average of 15 kilometers per liter. It's for 14.6 at 14.6. There you go. And we are doing quite well. Unaona hapo? Yes. Mambo iko vulai. Let's pick it up, then we'll settle in, give you an overview. But this is what you get if you're driving from Mombasa. Hizi matrela ni vitu za kawaida sana kutana nazo kila mahali. So Weybridge iko on this side. Now we have to drive up all the way to this. And this guy overlapping up, mtu wa tuk-tuk generator. Okay, let's branch off. Now go to the main road. Let me drive a little bit, eh? Natafuta baadaye. Angalia fuel economy ndio hiyo, 14.6 right now. Yeah. I don't have e-loop, the new tech. But we'll see if this will make it. Yeah, she pulls. I'll catch you. Just stay put. Let me enjoy the car for a minute. Then to touch base after maybe an hour of driving, or maybe 45 there. Let's see.
Semaje Teloi?
How is your first 100 kilometers?
I'm enjoying the car. I'm really enjoying the car. Well, as I push venye naitaka because I'm still trying to win this. But I'm in love with diesel cars.
Anything better than Atenza? Is it lighter? Is it agile?
Lighter, though I feel like the Atenza is a bit heavier. So in terms of handling, I can do some crazy things with the Atenza. Maybe corners, but this I'm a bit skeptical kufanya vitu zingine.
Okay, I see.
How is your car? How is your unateseka aje na hizo magia zako?
No, mimi niko fiti. I'm just enjoying the drive. This guy doesn't know how beautiful it is to drive. Mwadi kuzi mafuta. Do you think you're beating me? 100% I'm beating him. 100%. This one you can take it to the bank.
Aya, sawa, msema ukweli sawa.
Aya, let's do it.
So Ibrahim ako hapa nadhani anaweza nipiga.
This kid doesn't know how beautiful this guy is. Honestly, I had a little bit of low expectations, when nilikuwa nachukua hii gari kudrive. I was wondering exactly what the 1500cc is going to do. I thought it should not be impressive. Now take it from me, it is impressive. What was I saying? My gari inakuanga underpowered. Hapa ni ma-review gani? Honestly, I haven't reviewed a 1500cc Mazda 3 yet, but this is the first one I'm driving, and the lucky thing is it has come with a manual trans. Trust me, man. And lady, if you're watching this, this is one of the best car you can buy. In fact, in this combination, it is one of the best thing you can purchase right now.
I don't care, bro, how much it says that manual transmission are fun or sijui nini. Bro, we're in 21st century.
In case you guys are wondering what power figures are we working with, for this petrol, we are working with 114 HP and a paltry 200 Newton meters of torque. But for what this car weighs, that is a good combination. So you just have to know when to work the magic to get this car up to speeds so that you can have an advantage over anybody on the road. The good thing is it is a manual transmission, yes, but it is an intelligent manual transmission, meaning it will show you when to upshift, it will show you when to downshift. You know, those things are here. And something here that is more interesting, iko na overdrive gear, which is gear 6. and that gives you the opportunity to have very good fuel economy because sasa imeshaniambia ni shift, if you guys can see. So yeah, it's telling me to go 5, so I'm going to 5, and then after I go to 5 it will again tell me to shift to 6.
You might think Ibra has a better acceleration, but look at this. Oh, 104 horsepower, not much, and 270 Newton meters of torque. Imagine, and that's what's making that possible.
I have 6 gears to run through, just like Bugwai has a 6-speed auto. I have a 6-speed manual, but the good thing is with mine is I have control over how I'm switching my gears. Yeah, computer inamsaidia. Okay, and one thing that you really want to know when you're buying a manual trans is you're really going to enjoy how to drive this car.
Guys, I love manual cars, but they're overrated for me. I mean, look how I'm relaxed. Naona venye nimerelax hapa. Nimetulia. Feeling good. Nikitaka kuwasha cruise control na washa. Nikitaka if I want to I can put my hands everywhere, but Ibrahim has to always be mguu kwa clutch. My left leg iko kwa rest. It's just resting. It's just there. It can move. My hands, I can switch to this hand. Niweke mkono samosa, switch to this hand, mkono samosa. Na mwana mzee toloi hapa mbele, ona. Ku overtake. Lazima aanze ku downshift ndio overtake.
Uzuri wa manual once imeshaingia into gears, ni kama tu automatic. Kama saa hii my left foot is off, just driving like an automatic, accelerator ndo iko on, you know, and I can brake, I can accelerate. Forget, the magic is just when you're switching gears. So once you learn your art around switching gears, it's one of the best car you can drive, especially for a long distance, a long journey like this one. You enjoy driving that car.
I enjoy manuals, but I think they're overrated, and it depends on which car the manual is. On a 1500cc, I don't feel there. You know, if it was a 2.2 liter diesel or a 2.5 turbocharged, then probably it would have made a big difference.
You enjoy, you get to do things like you can downshift number 3 right now, and Bele, I go clear. Let's go back. And instant torque, the magic gear in this car is number 3 and number 4. Right now she's in number 3, and I can tell you she's agile. That's a cost equal clear. I want you guys to look at it. Rombugo is just rattling the diesel with torque. Look at that. Nataka muone paka speed hapa. Look at that. Number 4, 100. Number 5. Vale RPM inachezea. It's a petrol car. Remember, these are high revving engine. Meaning I can go as high as 5, 6 without a problem. It's a high revving engine. The only thing I hate about the entire setup here on the cluster ni kwamba Mazda cheapened it out a little bit. So what they did is they only gave us a tachometer, love speedometer iko hapo waka digital display. So hapo ndo unaangalia speed gani unakimbia. Mazda, you did bad. I prefer the Atenza. So the Atenza has a full display. So you have the speedo, you have the tachometer, So Bugwa is right behind me. You guys can see. And yeah, he's trying to catch up.
Averagely, kutoka Mombasa, I've been doing half of it. I've been doing around 17 kilometers per liter. But right now, because kuna stretch tumefungulia umbwa, I'm now down at 16 kilometers. I believe probably Bra is doing maybe 15 or 14. I'm just hoping that. But I think I've dropped 1 bar, and it scares me because I don't know how much fuel that guy has.
My fuel economy right now, I'm averaging 15.5, and my tank is still at the same place I fueled. I just move an inch, 100 kilometers in. Believe me, guys, I know for sure that I'm going to get to Nairobi with 4,350, and I will leave some fuel. This one you can take to the bank. Mbet, hapo mwanze kuwekelea kitu. Mkinishinda napatia kila msee tao. So right now, let me drive this car we are closing into Voi. Let me enjoy this drive a little bit. Then we'll come back and talk about our experience so far and compare it with Mbugua and see how much fuel we'll have consumed by the time we get to Voi. Snack up, then continue with the journey. See that? Una jamaa wa CX5 kuna kierere sana. Mtu wa CX5 diesel up. You need to be patient, bro. Driving a Mazda, you need to be patient. Where are you going? It's a bad calculation, but it's alright. Angalia pothole. Mtu wa CX5 amepiga. Ndio hapo. Very bad pothole there. So from here is where you need to be very careful, especially if you're coming from Mombasa. And you're doing this trip at night, it becomes more dangerous. Very dangerous. So nice. Let me just do the honors. Do you guys see how this guy is picking up? It is pretty quick, eh? Let's see. Let's go. These are CX5 diesel, just for clarity. The CX5 diesel. Way up. Real get you. No, ni mjanja sana naweza niache. This guy is very interesting. One thing with a manual is, because it's a manual, it means you have absolute control. Meaning by the time unangoja automatic yako downshift, inakuza tu hapa gear lever, and I'm down with one gear. Look at that, guys, look at that. Hapo niko number 4, it picks up pretty good, eh? Number 4, this is a 6.5 diesel 2.2, and I can I know he's trying to accelerate, so I know I can keep up with him pretty much. In fact, I'm thinking challenge moja nipatie Mbugoni na haka diesel kake na hata huyo sawa Atenza hapo ni timing amenikula. Give them a challenge. If any one of them can disappear from me, they can't, trust me. That is one. Huyo alikuwa anajaribu disappear. Now look at this. Number 3, 38 RPM 4. Look at that. Number 4. Guys, look at that. Number 4. Number 5. And here is our CX5. Just rolling into Voi. The time is 4:56. We left there at 2. That makes it 2 hours. So we've done a 2 hours drive from Mombasa to Voi. And the biggest reason why we made it 2 hours is because kwanza tulikuwa chill down, and number 2 there was traffic. Yeah, but you're safe off leaving Mombasa before around 2 p.m. there, but I find it quite challenging if you leave later than that, because it becomes very difficult with visibility. But kuna watu magangster, you guys love driving at night like I do. Drive at night anytime, any day, instead of driving during the day, because during the day there's just so much going on. Police officers, speed traps, blah blah blah. But the good thing with this road, hakunanga speed trap, and that doesn't mean that you have a speed. You have to drive your car safely within speed limits. But like, you'll get off with a police officer not stopping you at night than during the day, especially if you're driving a car with a KD plate. And they have all the rights to do that because they are trying to make sure that the road is safe for me and you. So not it's your fault, but I'm just saying, for those who love driving without those stopovers, the night makes a lot of sense. But for you to achieve that, gari fiti, lights poa, everything has to be spot on. And if you get one like this, which is a manual, yeah, and the lights on this car, awesome. So let me highlight a few things I love. One, the lights at night, the illumination is dope. Mazda killed it, and I know this is something that they share with all the other Mazdas. Dope technology. I find it quite difficult with the lights of a Mercedes-Benz, especially at night. Nakama mvua inanyesha. I don't know, you guys tell me. Must have now on seat 100, seat 180. Visibility inakuanga a bit compromised. I don't know, especially with trains that hard. Na uko na tint 15% hapa mbele. Luma. Naumia. However, this has been very awesome. The LED headlights on this car is awesome. Number 2, something that I really enjoy driving and enjoy about this car so far, almost 200 kilometers in, is the sound system. My lad, I've been rocking on, I've been jamming on Nyash here, and yeah, I'll tell you the truth, the sound system of this car is dope. I know it's original. It doesn't have a Bose surround system. The Atenza has a Bose surround system, so of course it has superior sound. This doesn't have those ones, but it sounds dope. Like, the bass is spot on, and again, you can still go into your settings here, and once you're into the settings, you can adjust the bass, the treble. You know, you can do your own miniature settings and adjustments to suit your style. So this is what I've been enjoying. Unaangalia bass yangu iko almost maximum. So the sound is quite good on this car. So there is a petrol station here. I'm thinking we drive in, pick some few snacks here and there, and be on our way. I'm hoping they have a Shell shop. They have a shop hapa hivi. They don't. Yeah, tuko na select iko pale, so that's where I'm heading. Let me go there, back there, and see if I can pick something from the shop. And then we proceed. There we go. We shall select. The convenience of buying things from, fueling at Shell is, you get the convenience of having. So, update so far, 152 kilometers covered. I'm still the same way in terms of fuel as when I topped up. I've dropped 1 bar. There were actually 2, just beyond the half tank. So I've only dropped 1 bar. And let me see. Oh, it's not giving me. So the estimate remaining distance on this fuel tank is 323 kilometers, and that's dope. So let me pick some few things here with the boys, and then we proceed. I was just passing. I just flagged him to come through. Yes, Mr. Bugwa. How are you?
Guys,
Hey. Weka mic on. We need to compare notes.
we are boys. Approximately 160 kilometers.
Put your music down. I can see you are on Octopizzo. So me, I'm doing Yashinsky hapa. How is the sound system?
Honestly, not like the Atenza. It's got 2 up.
No, but that has Bose.
But
me, I've enjoyed mine.
It's it's quality.
It's quality.
It's quality.
Yeah.
If there's something I love about Mazdas and Shikwambia,
Yes, ni quality ya sound
the
system.
quality. Hata ikuwe the new basic spec.
Yeah.
They give you good speakers.
Thank you very much. So do you want an update? We have covered
60 kilometers.
160, right? 160 on the dot. So mine, come and see. The fuel economy, I still have 1 bar on top of the half.
Oh.
Okay.
How comes I've covered more kilometers than you?
No, I started this thing when we got at the second Shell petrol station.
Oh yes.
So less 11 kilometers. So ukiongeza hapo 11 inaingia 160 kaya yako.
You are sick.
So I have 1 bar on top. I'm averaging 16.2. Show me your thing, my friend. Show me your thing. Show me your thing.
I'm already at half.
You see, hesitates.
But I'm 16.8.
Yeah, 16.8.
Yes.
Let me speak something here. I know this is a discussion we had. And I told you, yes, you have a diesel engine. It's better in terms of fuel economy. You have the power and the torque. But I told you, driving style is very important here. Okay? Angalieni judges. No, 16.8, 16.2. I still have a bar on top of my half tank. Is at half tank. He might probably finish the fuel before we get to work. So now let me tell you the trick. So I think where I beat you in terms of style between this stretch is nilikuwa na understand kumaneuver kutoka na kuingia, and then the moment natoka naingia mbele yako free. Sasa zile wewe unangangana because unajua overtake, you are always putting your foot down so that you get there on time, right? So that's the trick. So for me, I'm not accelerating to overtake. I am doing better judgment. So niko tu gear number 4, natoka polepole na ingia on time. Natoka polepole na ingia on time. But wewe automatic yako na downshift unaweka boost. So wewe unatumia mafuta yako mob. And then once nimeshapita mbele yako niko clear na shift haraka to 6.
What if in the next maybe 100 kilometer?
No, you
go to manual mode.
Yeah, you do your thing. But I can tell you here,
I still have hopes.
What is your range? You go to Nairobi. What is your range? What is your range? Let me see your range. Hey! Angalia range ya Mungu. 275.
Yako ni?
Mine is 343. 343.
I can check a range. So, you sure?
Oh, mine is 322. 275, 322. Yes. Perfecto. So what we do, Shelly go up and select stop. We get up to grab some snacks. To get back to the road.
275.
So far, what do you think? Who is winning this? Where is your money?
The Axela.
This is on the red. Yes. Where's your money?
I wanted this one to win.
No, where is it?
It can't win.
It's like this guy is avoiding you. He's becoming Arsenal.
It's a red.
Alvin, what is your range?
I'm just saying you Arsenal.
Wacha tuangalie Atenza. Atenza is the one that has the worst fuel economy.
Mine is
So Alvin is averaging 12 kilometers per liter.
but 4,000.
No, that is the distance covered. Yeah, that's
660 kilometers.
616. But remember, it's 616 on a full tank.
Exactly.
So sisi tuko on 25 liters each. And this gari yake imejaa na almost 60 liters.
Na range
2.2 liters.
Range ni 616 for a full tank.
of a full tank.
We are doing pretty good.
No, it's less. Because you did me a full tank on the Atenza.
Yes, it was 900.
872 something.
Yeah, so this guy is abusing.
He's abusing.
He's a very bad driver.
Capacity.
Nasty.
Kwani hiyo Atenza ilikuwa na 1.5?
So let's speak something. In fact, Alvin, you are the worst. You know why? You should be doing better. Because your engine is heavier, it's bigger, so you don't need to do aggressive acceleration for you to overtake.
I don't do
Because for the amount of acceleration Bugo will do, yours is half.
Yes, but look at it. More weight. We are three.
Agreed.
More weight. Hapa nyuma.
Okay, we will take away the weight thing. It makes sense.
Weight good. Mimi niko na weight yako na huyu.
Huyu jamaa na wewe.
It's a heavy.
Huyu jamaa na weight, huyu jamaa ni paper weight. Azeli ona wake up. You guys are seeing this guy, he's hungry. Let us feed you first and come back. Let us get chakula. We got a chill spot. Yes, Mr. Bua. Toka nje, we discuss how this car looks like, Bua. So now, I know these cars are the same, Mr. Mbugwa. Kuja hapa mbele, kuja uangalie.
Are they?
These cars are pretty the same at the front.
Well, I have the fog lights. You know,
fog lights.
Famous fog lights.
The small one. Me, I don't.
You don't.
Okay. That's an advantage. I don't see you have a front camera.
I have a front camera.
So yours is 360?
Yes, it's 360 actually.
Okay, mine doesn't have a 360.
Where are your parking sensors? Do not have any.
This is becoming an idiot.
Parking sensors everywhere.
Okay, I think these are full spec.
These are full spec.
Do you agree these are full? The only thing it's not having is the sunroof.
Yes, that's the only thing that doesn't have.
This is a medium spec. It's not a basic. It's a medium spec. It's lacking some few things. Confirm. These are parking sensors.
These are parking sensors.
But nyuma, hebu kuja tuone. Side profile is pretty the same, but this is a hatchback. This is a sedan.
But I usually say hatchback and sedan, it's anybody's preference.
Yeah. What do you think about the rear?
Of course, this has nyash.
Tuko na hizi hapa. This one has nyash.
This one has nyash.
So you have the rear, whatever. I don't know, this reflector, whatever. The rear tail lights on yours, they are 2014 all the way.
But they are quite similar in terms of interior, like ndani.
No, it's different.
No, you see that car.
Yeah, the internal thing is the same.
The internal thing, everything is inside.
It's the same. But the shape and how it looks is a bit different.
The LED lights there inside.
Yeah, the LED, yeah. But because these are hatch, because there's a bit of a design change there to accommodate that. And this was refreshed in 2015, so it looks a bit different. Yours was never refreshed. So this is how the sedan looks like across the board paka saa hii paka 2019.
Okay.
Now niko na swali nataka kuuliza. You've seen the new Mazda 3. What do you think about the hatchback?
It looks bad.
Sindio? Look at this. Like, I think this.
Why did they delete? You see this curve? You see this curve thing over here?
Yeah.
It's really important.
Yeah, because ile iko hapa flat ina curve.
It looks like a Demio.
Yeah, and then shape ya window ina curve vibaya.
And then it's smaller.
Yeah.
In terms of adding on a roof line inakuwa ndogo.
For me, I love the front. But
I love the front, but I don't love the back. And I think it has affected also the Atenza somehow. The curves, the ones that you always say, these curves, they're no longer there. They're no longer
so
there.
now, something that you need to know, in terms of drag coefficient, because this is also a factor of fuel economy, the hatchback has a slight advantage. So yours is 0.26. This one, I think, is 0.24.
In terms of?
Drag coefficients, meaning the aerodynamics of how air warps around the car while you're driving. So because of that, again, resistance goes slightly higher. So that's something you need to know. That's why they call these the sport. Sport. Because of that. Because if you get this in a full package of a sports package, it's dope. Better aerodynamics, better handling, everything. Something that I like about your car is the wheels, Mbugwa.
Kiatu. Mwanaume ni kiatu.
Na rim.
Mwanaume ni kiatu.
Mwanaume
ni kiatu.
Hapa walianguka.
Hapa walichezwa.
But being a medium spec, I understand. This is way better.
Honestly, I've not seen many Mazdas with this.
But now imagine this guy taking these wheels and putting
put it in the mirror. That was telling you.
Sindio?
Aongeleshe huyo anunue.
Yako iko na heads up display. I also have a heads up display. So as I said, it's a medium range.
Yes.
Uko na zile cameras pale mbele, lane departure nini, I also have that.
Yes.
I also have lane departure inside I-stop nini, you also have I-stop.
Yes.
Now the departure is yours is leather interior. Check venye mambo iko safi.
It looks nice. And I love that contrast of the brown
and
the black.
Let me see if I can see anything different. I don't see anything different here.
Let
me see. Mbugwa, there's something. Oh, it's the same. Here everything is the same.
Hapa kila kitu ni the same.
Uko na tachometer pia una speedo, Mazda doing this thing, but here everything is the same. Yeah, and the leather feels nice. Mine is cloth,
Waliomba kaleva kutoka kwangu.
Kaleva kadogo. Kayo kala. I think mine doesn't have anything contrasting.
Same, you have steering wheel.
Yeah, black cloth here. Now debate.
Between leather.
Do you still consider leather to be premium? For me,
it depends it's on which car.
100%. That one I agree. It depends. Yeah, if you don't have leather on a Mercedes, bro, you cheapen out. But on this one, I think this is more comfortable.
I love cloth because of one thing.
Yes.
Kuinuliwa shati hapa nyuma.
Sweater hapa nyuma, sio?
Sweater hapa nyuma na asubuhi. Kwanza nasikia unajua sasa hivi convoy nasikia huko baridi imejaa.
Yes.
Sasa I'm sure in the morning when nikiingia kwa hii gari kesho asubuhi.
Ukikaa inue shati. Kabaridi kana kuslap kwa
Kabaridi kana
mgongo.
slap. But in terms of
But cloth is good.
me, I love clothes.
Look. What do you think?
Sufficient headroom.
Yeah.
I think the legroom is a bit crumpled up kidogo, but if the driver is tall, you're going to suffer.
No, that's the farthest the driver can go.
I can go.
So for a guy who is of my height,
So if
I
Onjiri
don't
comes
think-
sits there, you will be comfortable. Alvin.
Yeah, yes. Alvin will be okay.
But the headroom is quite nice.
Very
Unlike the
nice.
new Mazdas,
Yeah.
nakaa ni kama shingo
Yes.
inamezwa.
Yeah, I think it's comfortable. Niko na hapo cup holders.
Kuna
mbili.
cup holders.
Yeah. But I think it's a 2-man back seat. Yeah, sitaki kubeba watu wa lift. I think if you carry a third person here, it will be crammed up.
It will be
Uko
crammed up.
na transmission tunnel.
Something I honestly don't like about because of both Mazdas, they don't have a rear ventilation hapa nyuma.
Yeah, hii.
Exactly.
Ya kuleta AC.
It's something that I really don't like.
Yeah. Let me see if there's any difference in a hatchback and a sedan.
Let's see.
No, it's the same. Mbugwanda way, the same. So there's no difference.
But this one looks more, I don't know, you don't look.
No, it's the same. So the only thing that I feel is different is this place here, towards the end here. Because that one it's coming in, but he inaenda farthest. Yeah, I feel there is more light through the rear or whatever. In comparison to that is a bit darker.
Yes.
Yeah, hii ina feel kuna more light inatoka
more
nyuma.
light,
Yes,
more light.
because it's a sedan.
Yes.
In terms of practicality, can you check the boot?
Tuone boot.
Tuangalia practical boot space.
Practicality.
Yes, because that is one of the major issues.
Major issues on the.
Yeah.
I have big.
I think this is much
This is
more.
more practical.
Yeah. This is suitcase.
The only thing that I think you have advantage on here if you open this
Yes.
is.
What?
Oh, that camera over there. Chill.
It's a camera. No problem. I don't know.
You see,
I think this is deep.
this is deeper, but the advantage is that you can lay your seats. Can I do my?
Yeah, you can.
Oh yes, I can. I can
Yeah, there are
actually.
two. So
There
you
are two
have
here.
that one.
So I think in terms of practicality, I think
No, you are better off in terms
I'm
of
better off in
practicality.
terms of practicality.
Yes. But if I lay
That's
down the
funny.
seats, no, if I
That's
lay
funny
down the
because
seats,
people say I want a hatch because of practicality.
no, actually that's better in terms of practicality. But if
Sindio?
I lay down my seats, I better
think-
have more practical space than you, because this seat can go flat, yours can't go flat.
And I love this padding. Like it means like ukiweka hadi kwa viti, unaona iko kwa viti.
Yes.
Love that.
I don't know what's going on. Can we try do something? I'm just curious.
Kuzilalisha.
Yeah. Hii sasa inatoka aje?
Tunalisha tu hata si lazima utoe. Si unalisha
Sawa.
tu hapa.
Sawa, ndio hiyo nimefinya. Finya aka button. Hii. They are not showing boy. Yeah. Now, something that you instantly notice Bugua, unlike your car, this one has paddings,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Ona inala flat.
Iko na padding hadi kwa nyuma ya viti.
Yes.
This is something so good.
So if you pull this one down, I bet you can fit better stuff here than what you can get on your sedan. Especially tall luggages.
Situone tu. I
Sawa,
can pull mine.
tuko hapa sisi wote. We are
I
here.
can pull mine from here.
Yours you can pull. Let me help you. Has it gone?
No.
This one also goes flat. Pull the other one.
Goes flats. And I think I have more space than you.
Now the only problem, the reason why you not have more space, you know why? Because you have this thing here, blocking.
So
Umeget?
not
So huwezi weka tall luggage kama yangu kwa sababu ya hii kitu.
hiyo kitu.
Watajua yangu hapa ni open.
Open.
So it means you can fit in more cargo. So you have a long boot, but not at tall. So you can fit longer stuff kama suitcases.
Suitcases.
But mimi naweza fill in suitcase tall ama kama unabeba ka place ka ku
unaweza baba ngunia kadhaa
ya mahindi.
ya mahindi.
Ama ya muogo. So I think we are dope. In terms of practicality, I don't know which one would you buy? Which one would you put your money if you had this car in this spec? Would you rather go for a sedan or a hatchback?
I love the sedan.
No, you're a sedan guy.
I love the sedan.
Even me, I'm a sedan guy, but on the Axela, I'm doing the hatchback. Let's talk about how it feels inside, how comfortable it is to drive.
Comfort.
Surprisingly, I'm amazed with what I'm feeling because compare it tukifika at the end of the journey and see how we are tired and how it feels to drive these two cars.
I'm not
because,
tired.
Yeah, the guys say, people say that if you drive these smaller cars, you get tired over long distances. So far, unafeel umechoka?
Choka. But I still have energy for another. How many kilometers do you have?
I think right now we have like maybe 300 and something or 400 there.
400 actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Situishe.
Twende.
Let's go. Yes, Richie. Are you comfortable?
I want to say yes, but I'll be lying.
I know. You tell your people how you are feeling. Let me talk to my people. So you remember the argument we had in the beginning of the review, of this trip, I mean. So we said, Bugwa is running semi-slicks. Na hizo semi-slicks, na comfort kidogo, you will feel every bump, you will feel every imperfection on the road. Naturally, they are good for handling, they are good for braking, they are good for doing all those other things. But one thing they don't offer is comfort, especially when you're driving.
The only thing that I don't like is the interior cabin noise. It's really noisy. Like, I can feel everything. Like, I can feel every single rumble, every single pothole I hit, I can hear it.
So in terms of comfort, this is top notch. I feel more comfortable. I am soaking in the imperfections of the road much better. And I know I'll advise the owner of this car, the guy who's buying this car, to replace the same wheels, just do away with the snow tires, but chukue the same profile of tires, even the girth, the width, it has to be the same, so that I enjoy this. Especially Kenyan roads, when you end off-road kidogo, see off-road like Shago, or you're driving places where, you'll do a small patch of rough road. You need proper profiles that will protect you against the harsh suspension that mostly you buy on sports car, or a car that wears a sports badge, like that Axela Nyembugo anaendesha. So this one is quite comfortable, I won't lie, I'm enjoying it. In terms of how I sit and how it drives, perfect. I'm not tired. Surprisingly, it's a car can drive a very long distance without getting tired.
The seats are really comfortable. 100 and right now I'm at 181 since the last stop. Sijachoka, and today we're doing an experiment. A big person versus a small person, and these seats are really comfortable. They're not too hard, they're not too soft. Ziko tu pale inafaa kuwa for this car's budget, I might say.
Something else, the safety. This car is rated 5-star rated in terms of safety. Okay, the same car, this and Bugwa's. In terms of safety is equal, 5-star rated. There's so much technology around these cars that it just enabled me to drive this car safely. It has emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert, like blind spot monitoring, all those things ziko hapa. So it makes you driving on the highway quite safe. That is something I really appreciate about Mazda. They have done a good job in terms of just updating how the car handles, feels with their Skyactiv technology, but at the same time, they've worked around their safety technologies, and they make this car superb hatchback.
When it comes to infotainment, I think my best is Mazda's infotainment and BMW. This is why, because the screen being here, it means when you're just looking at it, you don't really take your eyes off the road. But kakiwa hapa, you want to change your music, but you have to keep looking huku chini. It's really dangerous. That's why I love this kind of, infotainment system that's stuck on top of the everything. I interrupt na any of the other features on your car. Other thing I love about Mazdas and BMW is you have this. You have a knob. Honest, most car manufacturers sahi wanashindana na atakuwa na screens mingi kwa infotainment system. Hapa mara Range karibu hadi wakuwekea hapa juu screens are everywhere. That's a car that you can ni either uendeshe ama usimame uangalie screens. You have to choose one. But this one, to help you move, you have these dials over here. Well, I love the track pads on the BMWs. Is it on BMWs or on Mercedes? Mercedes are the ones who have a track pad. But BMW have a knob that can actually move up, down, center. You can actually move a few things here and there.
I believe this car sits in its own category. It's just a Japanese car that is reliable, a hatchback that you can beat down, or a sedan that you can beat down without worrying. It's a car that is pocket friendly for guys who are planning to buy their first cars. They're looking for a car that is easy to keep. This is that car. It's a solid hatchback for an entry level owner. First time, perfect car. And the debate that you guys have been having around fuel economy ya petrol, diesel. There has been a misconception around diesel, has better fuel economy. Where is it on paper? It is, But I want to tell you that it comes down to even how you drive your car. You can have a petrol car, and the way you drive it will really boil down to how fuel is consumed in your car. The setup of your car in terms of service, the type of parts you're running, air filter, oil filter, the quality of oil that you're running, those also determine a lot in terms of fuel economy, and most importantly the type of fuel. So kama hapa tuna run formulation mpya Shell fuel cell, and I know based with what we attended in that event and what they explained to us about the fuel formulation they have launched, trust me, I need you guys to go and try it. Give me like honest feedback. If you like the fuel, if you feel there is an improvement in terms of fuel economy, I'll want feedback. Or if you guys have already experienced that, I will also want feedback. But I believe the type of fuel as well, clean, and the fuel has to do a lot of cleaning of the engine. The fuel has to do a lot of protection from carbon build-up and all that. So fuel pina matter. Ukikunywa mafuta mbaya pia ama mafuta imekuwa adulterated, you won't be able to get very good or decent fuel economy. So right now we're just cruising. Hii number 6 tu bro. Sijaongeza kitu, sija downshift kitu. I'm going to downshift all the way to number 2, and then we are going to number 3. Yeah, number 3 is good. Now that's number 3. Atenza ndo hii hapa mbele, and accelerate. I can go. Okay. So it's a 1500cc, but it pulls. That is something I'm surprised. And being a manual, one thing that you need to understand, even though an engine can have less power, but because you have a manual transmission, there is a reason why manual cars that come with a manual transmission, they don't have a sport mode, they don't have those witchcrafts where you have to press a button to get a bit of aggressive on the throttle and all that, because they are tuned to actually give you control, and with that you can push these cars and make them perform better. Galia, that's how this car accelerates. Here anaingia maingi. Number 3, RPM. Number 5, look at Mbugwa. This is Mr. Mbugwa here. See, that is Mr. Mbugwa. Number 4, and Mbugwa and his friends have remained. I'm doing 140 right now. Nimeruka gear tena. That's how much this car can accelerate. You guys have seen it. You've seen Mbugwa, you've seen the Atenza way ahead of me, and they are all accelerating, and you've seen how much I can pull. And they have turbochargers, they have diesels, for crying out loud. Now an access power na 2500 RPM. Sisi hapa tuko paka na tunaweza red line paka 8. So, and being a manual, it means I can low gears, I can access my top rev bands, which they can't, and with that, and I have more horsepower, they have torque. When it comes to an open road, maybe kama ni kwa mlima, but ni low gears zangu fiti, no, they have nothing on me. They have nothing on me, trust me. They have nothing on me. In fact, I'm going to challenge. I'm going to challenge them. This is Mr. Mbugwa. Yes, Mbugwa and Alvin. I need you guys to disappear on me. I want to see if I can catch up with you with my petrol car. I'm saying I need you guys to try and catch me. I have a petrol, less power, less horsepower, less everything. Can you guys beat me? Can you guys catch up to me?
That's what I'm wondering. What have you done? Even kama kwa turbo utaambia tu ukweli. You may have just seen you person unapita hapa kazi sana.
It's called the power of manual drive, my friend. I don't have any turbo.
Poka kando bwana, unatublock. Kaa kando tukuonyeshe.
Kujeni.
I'm right behind you.
So the boys are here. The boys are here. We are doing this safely, yeah? We are doing safe. But I just want to give you a demonstration of why it's a bit tricky to catch on a manual trans, even though I'm running less power. These two cars all have more power than me. So I'm doing 150 Newton meters of torque. Yeah, 150. I believe it's 150. Yes, 150. and the horsepower is 114. Bugwa is doing 104 and 270 Newton meters of torque. The Atenza, of course, we are talking about 420 and maybe 200 and something. No, Atenza is 174 HP. 174 HP and 420 Newton meters of torque. So in terms of numbers on paper, they are way ahead of me. But now this is what a manual transmission can do. One, I can accelerate all. I can beat all of them in terms of kuchomoka na kuingia. That is something they can't do better than me, because now that comes with experience. Hello. So like you see right now, wanangangana huko wanaongea. Wanaongea huko wanangangana. Now what work hard. You're number 4, my friend. I want to drive for more than 5 minutes. Let's see if they can catch up to me. They can't. Yeah, these boys think this is a joke. It's not. Number 6. I'm holding on it. Holding on it. Holding on it. Clear, clear, clear. Yes. This guy has blocked us. Has blocked us. Has blocked us. But we would have managed to get there. Now you get. The boys have disappeared. No one is behind me. No one. Mtu asikudanganye brother. Mtu asikudanganye ya kwamba Mazda 1500cc petrol ni slow. Mtu asikudanganye. Mtu asikudanganye. For the last like 3-4 minutes they couldn't catch up. Na mmekuwa hapa kama witness. Msiseme nimedanganya. Barabara iko clear. Kumbukeni pia dereva na mata So kama uko na amateur hapa wajui kuendesha magari. Angalia hapa baba. I know they can't do this. Look at that. And we are doing a fuel test. They can't do that. They can't. In fact, I'm skipping gears. I'm doing road legal speeds. Right now I'm at 110. I'm not going anything beyond that. But that tells you how awesome this car is. Acceleration from 0 to 100. If you know how to switch gears, if you know how to hold your revs, bro, you can have a small engine, less power. But if you have a manual transmission, believe me, you have an advantage. Just know how to drive your car. That's what matters. Watu wamepotea huko nyuma, timing imewalemea. And this is what it means to drive on a long trip. Watu wengi ufikiria ukimbia speed ya juu ndo mingi. What matters ni timing. Unaona hiki tunafanya sahi? This is what matters. The boys can't catch up because hawajui kufanya hiki kitu. So mimi niko way ahead of them. Way ahead of them. And I can tell you I can drive 10-15 minutes and they can't catch up. Hiyo ni Nissan X-Trail. Itachemuka. Gearbox itachemuka tu sahi. Guys, see what I'm doing? Driving, angalieni, ni 103. Sifikiria na overspeed. I understand. So I'm not doing any dangerous driving. I'm just doing legal speeds. But I'm just smart about how I'm doing it. Here we go. Hii Mazda Primus ndio hii hapa. Kwa imetupita pale nyuma kama tumesimama. Yeah. So, hii ikuwe funzo. Kwa wale ambao mnachezea gari manual, ikuwe funzo. Ikuwe funjo. You guys still have hope, Look at that. It's a beautiful car. Guys, this is a beautiful car. Very beautiful car. Let me drive this car. We catch up after maybe an hour or two. Then we discuss further. Studio? Mambo ni ulai.
Never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Okay, so guys, we are finally at Mutito Day. Tumefukuzana sana. Judges, How is your Atenza going on?
That Atenza is perfect.
We've been posting, by the way. Because now our average has gone up.
You know, for you can reveal your numbers.
Yeah, has gone up to 8.8 kilometers.
8.8. From previously you had what?
11.
It was 11 kilometers per liter.
11, yeah.
Right now you are
12.
12. So you just gone up by 1.
Yes, but you see, it is the most complete car.
You can actually
You're complete.
You can actually see the way
So,
it goes.
okay.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
I've been running 140 to 180. No, 140 to 180.
No, you'll have to track that one.
You ask me this guy.
You're lying because as you have been running 100, and this guy has just been here.
I would say what we have learned today.
Yes.
Unaambia don't judge the book by its cover. But leo taisema don't judge the car by its transmission. We have learned interesting things.
So I want to ask because we don't know what you guys voted for in the beginning. So how did you guys decide between these two cars? How did it go? You which car did you put your money on?
For the Axela.
For the Atenza, for the Axela Atenza. And you?
That one.
That one. And you, my friend? Oh, so all of you went against me.
Yeah, we all went for consumption.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought.
Okay. We want to see at the end of this trip whether your votes.
Right there.
I'm seeing I am going to pull a rikiti here.
For betting,
Utasema
kuna ile unajua like ya mwisho inaitwa nini?
Hapa ni kama kuna kasha.
Yeah, but
Kasha
I think today, even myself, I'm surprised with what is going on. And we don't know the ultimate outcome of this. Let's just hold on. Tuliagree paka mtu wa tap out. Paka ishe.
Paka izime.
Hapo.
unasikia
Lakini na useke free. Ndio ndo.
Kila mtu atumie technique ya kutumia. It's part of driving. Yes. You see here we are doing a fuel challenge. So sasa tuko Mtito one day, we are halfway the journey. We have 225 kilometers to go.
Yes.
Okay,
And
so
it's
it is 7:52. That is close to 8.
so 8.
If we go, we can get to Nairobi by 10, 11. Can we roll?
Yes, rest.
Sindio? Sawa.
The best.
tuombe mwenye atatamba watu wa kwanza.
Maybe the best team win. Yes. Red against blue. Same as say.
This is the most correct one.
Which one is correct?
This one.
You guys, the only thing you have of us is perforated cyst and size. Show the bugua.
Like nothing I felt, my mind overwhelms. I think that I'm broken, but I hope you can't help. I know I'm not perfect, but
So I haven't told guys obviously. But honestly, nimefinya gari and my fuel is a bit low, so I had to stop over kujisaidia kidogo, and I stopped over for like 2 minutes, and those 2 minutes were a lot because before I had to catch up with the other crew, so makosa imefanyika. So apparently right now, I don't know if you guys can see because it's at night, my range is at 68 and I have only 3 bars remaining, and so far I've covered 362 kilometers. Wacha tuangalie kutoka hapa hadi Karen. Let me check. Around 141 kilometers, and I have only 69 kilometers range. Wow, this is crazy. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I have 3 bars, which is like 1,000 worth of fuel, and I think I'm the one who's going to be tapping out first. But mwanaume ni kujipiga konde, ama nitaka kufanya nini? But anyway, I'm so scared because it might, between here, I think we are in Mali, if I'm not wrong, but between here, it's going to be a long journey for me, to be honest. I'll keep you updated.
So just an update, we've just crossed, how do we call this place? Mali, just past Mali. We are rolling down to the city, and so far things are looking very thick. Things are looking very thick. As you can see, I'm averaging 16.2. I still have 4 bars of fuel, and we've covered 362 kilometers. I'm putting my money the fact that I'll get myself to the waterfront Karen with this fuel. And Bugo is going to tap out with his diesel 1.5. The fact is, I've been leading the pack most of the time. The stretch between Voi and Tito one day. Yeah, we've done a bit of spirited driving. We've got to fix in time. So we've done a bit of pushing. And then from Tito one day, we've slowed down. We're doing an average of 100, 120 thereabout. And the idea is we conserve as much fuel as we can. So that is the update right now. You guys can see the intelligent manual transmission. It's telling me to downshift 5, and then when I picked up the speed, we're back in a 6, which is very dope, eh? And so far, that's the update. We could be able to film the cars at night, and you guys can see the traffic is, trucks natoka Nairobi. It's 10:05. Our ETA to Nairobi, we're estimating it to be around 10:30, 11. Sai tuko tunateremka from Emali. But the challenge here is to make sure that we keep our fuel intact, because that is the idea. Somebody has to tap out. We must rescue one of us between Bubwa and myself. And I'm hoping that will not be me. And this is quite surprising. Like, I can't believe with fuel worth 4,000, that is 25 liters, we are driving actually from Mombasa to Nairobi. And not just Nairobi town, tunaenda paka Karen, the waterfront mall where our office is. And there is a possibility that this car will manage with 4,000 and maybe hata ingine ibaki kidogo. That is something that we need to look forward to. So pray for us, mtuombe. Hii shida tuko nayo ni sisi tumejiletea. But of course we are crossing our fingers to make this happen. So stay put. Acha to catch up. Right now I am avoiding a lot of hard accelerations. So I'm just doing like normal smooth accelerations. I'm sticking to gear 6 all through. Maybe gear 5. But I'm playing between 5 and 6. 5 and 6. So that I get maximum fuel economy. Right now I'm averaging 16.2. Yeah. Mambo iko hivyo, mambo iko vulai. You guys are enjoying this? It's a tricky affair, man. I'm putting my... I know kuna hapo mbele kuna milima za salama. If I can manage those hills, I think the rest of the journey will be rolling down to Nairobi. So that is the only hard bit that we are remaining with. We are hoping to make it. Bugo is right behind me. This is the Atenza. Oh, the Atenza is doing not so good in terms of fuel economy. Just had a status update pale Emali, and I'll not spoil the soup. Wacha tufike mwisho and you guys will see. The Atenza is not doing good. The intelligent driving is telling me to switch to gear number 6. But again, I'm coming to a stop, so I'll keep that. So the Atenza, surprisingly, this guy is doing... Let me not spoil the soup, because mmeweka pesa ngapi? Nilisema gani ndashinda na gani itakuwa last. I'm curious to know, because in the next like 40 minutes, kwa video itakuwa kama 10 minutes or less, utakuwa mnaona gari gani imeshinda. So mlibet ati gari gani ndio kushinda. Sawa.
Imewaka. 47 kilometers the range, and I've done 386 kilometers. Wow. And I'm in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. Like, I don't think there's any town near. So I'm effed. Yeah, so let's see how far I can go. I believe 46 kilometers is... I don't know if it's reserve, I don't know, I'm not sure. But since Lifu Shell, I'm hoping that 15 kilometers that they said on a tank, they come through. tuendelee na safari. I think I'm not sure how long we have to cover. Unless I check, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take for me to get to Nairobi, but I don't think I'm getting to Nairobi.
Right ahead of me, this here is Mr. Bugo, and I've heard from the radio call, ananiambia amewashiwa taa ya mafuta, na mimi hapa bado sijawashiwa taa ya mafuta. So now we are in for, it's starting to get a bit tighter and interesting.
1 kilometer, 1 bar, 1 kilometer range. 454 kilometers covered, which generally for 25 liters, that's a lot.
Right after Salama Town, light yangu ya fuel imekam on. You can see there. So right now I am on reserve. I'm on reserve, and the trick here is to see how much I can go with this reserve. Ona hapo light yangu imekam, so tuko kwa reserve. Let's see how far we can go on reserve. Just past Salama Town. I believe you are rolling into Machakos right now. I don't know how bad or how good it is. But for me, I don't know. Bambili ni kama tao. How inaweza nifikisha Karen? Ongwan. I don't know. Yeah, 4,350. That's what 25 liters give me, so.
Oh. Nimeweka free. I'm not doing anything, just gravity doing its thing. I don't know why I'm tensed up. I'm so tensed up. I'm so tensed up. I don't want it in Izimia place mbaya. So let me try keep staying on my left.
No one is tapped out yet. Bado tunateremka Nairobi. Oh man, this is so interesting. I've never been anxious like today. Hatuna backup ya mafuta, so our car has to come to a complete stall before we figure out exactly what to do. So 1 bar. I don't know how many kilometers we still have to go. But we are on Mombasa Road right now. Tumepita Machakos Junction, tunaelekea sasa. Tumeingia ile kwa two-way. This is a two-way, so this is our lane alone, and the other cars are passing the other side. I don't know. I'm not sure what Mbugu is going on, because Mbugu aba yake aliwasha 1 bar before Machakos Junction, way back, I believe just past Salama. I don't know where he is right now. Yeah, the car is also telling me to take a break. Time for a break. Interesting. So let's see how this goes. Kindly stand by. Vitu zinakuwa hot.
Still at 0. So far I've covered from 449 at 464, which apparently the 15 kilometers that Shell had promised is coming through. So no fuel added, no nothing, just 0. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go for. Sasa hivi ndio tunafika Mlolongo, ndio tunafika hapa Mlolongo. Ndio tunafika kwa Mlolongo.
Bugwa is still going strong. From the radio call I can hear anasema ako 0 kilometers. He's running on he's literally running on fumes. So let's see what happens. We want to see how further can the car go. That's the essence of all this. It's been running on 0 for like more than 15 kilometers actually. So range ilisha, and then from there Kada to run on fumes. So let's see what happens. It's an interesting day to be alive. Mimi niko hapa bado niko na 1 bar. I'm averaging 16.7 kilometers per liter. I have a strong faith kwamba tafika Karen. Sasa tushaingia Mombasa road. Sasa tuko wapi? Tuko Mlolongo. Oh, right now we are at Mlolongo. Can 1 bar move me from Mlolongo all the way to Karen? You guys tell me, because that is the plan. Bugo must pay his price. And that diesel thing goes. Jamaa amekuwa na bar moja from I don't know where. Huh? So let's see. Is he out? Not yet. Come on. How far can he go? Okay. Stay put. I'll be updating you shortly. Guys, it's 11:43. We are crawling into the city. Wajifanya sini watu wangwana. So we are supposed to go towards Karen, but because we are doing the fuel test and Bugo is already on 0, we are scared to near bypass. So we have decided we are rolling straight down to town. So in case your gari zimike, tupate kama tuko kwa Mombasa road. It's much safer, it's much easier. But it's 11:44 and we are still going strong. I still have 1 bar. Yeah. Yeah, guys are wondering how is that car still going?
And that explains it. I have, because I'm up.
So
That explains it, bana. Haiachi bana. Na inaendelea kwe kila bidhaa.
Naona hii ni Nyayo Stadium. We are on Nyayo. We are going to town. I think we'll have to go to a petrol station straight from here. Yeah. So that we analyze this. It's tricky. Bugwa, can we go direct to a Shell petrol station in town? Ile ya GPO pale. Whew. Interesting drive. Hey, rich boy. How is it going, my G?
Yo.
Hey, where are we?
So, I got 0 at 449.
Right now we are at 485. That's like close to 40 kilometers.
Yeah, I'm heading to 50 kilometers.
What?
Yes.
We are 0-0. Fuel gauge 0.
But I'm averaging 17.6 kilometers. So something else I've noticed is once the fuel is too low,
Yes.
your RPM shifts at like 1.5, just about to make it.
Yeah. Inaingia limp mode.
So you cannot accelerate too much.
There's no power.
There's no power. There's no that punch.
Yes.
But it keeps going.
Yes.
Going.
But can we call the winner? Come, I show you. Come. Say, come. Come and witness for yourself. I don't want to speak.
Nah, you see, this one is a fighter. This one is a winner.
Go check. So I'm here. I'm averaging. You're averaging what?
17.6.
I'm averaging how many?
16.9.
And I have 1 bar.
1 bar.
Yes.
So karibu kunifikia.
So wewe nataka tuweke mafuta, but mimi nataka kuona na wewe mafuta mpaka Karen.
Mafuta gani hii?
Yes. The target is I need to get to Karen.
You have 29 kilometers. That will get you to Karen.
I have to get there. That's the big
You will get there.
Yes. What makes a car feel economical? Transmission. Type of transmission. Alvin. Type of the driver.
Type of the driver.
Here is me. Number 3 Mbugua.
The diesel. You see,
let's talk about the disadvantages. I had disadvantages. I had the wrong tires.
The wrong tires.
Yes. Number 2, I had the wrong type of engine. It's a petrol, so you assume it will take more fuel.
Yes.
Number 3, the disadvantages I had now is I do not have a turbo, so it means for me to get up to speeds, I have to push the car harder. So even to keep up with the speed of the Atenza and your speed, it means my car was working more than it's supposed to work. So those are my disadvantages. You had all the advantages. You had the right tires, you had the right engine, you had the right, even the transmission.
But I just give up.
Now the advantages that you are forgetting is the weight of the car.
No, the difference between these two is very minute. Unless you say Mbugwa's weight.
Sasa mimi ukiongeza weight yangu tunakuwa the same.
Yes. So, the other advantage I have here is the drag coefficient, which is very small. Like the shape of this car, the aerodynamics gives it a bit of an advantage. But regardless, I don't know what you guys have voted, hapo chini. But I know most of you took this one as number 1. And you had the Atenza as number 2, which came in last. In fact,
right now,
you've done better than him. Because how much fuel do you have? Is it beyond half tank? If it's beyond half tank, do you know his full tank is how many liters? 62
liters.
So we did there 52. So it means he had 10 liters
extra.
So if he's done more than half a tank,
Run is below half.
Below half. Then my
so friend, now number 1. Yeah! The winner!
Atana you uni ule winner. If you watched,
mnitumie kitu. Number 2, Mbugua.
No, I'm not number 2.
You have.
This is a survivor. This is a survivor.
And then number last is the Atenza.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
Show me a car that can go without any fuel for 50 kilometers.
And it's still idling. So tufanye hivi. Acha tufunge hii story. Let's meet. We are not meeting. We are done. The trip is done. And something that is more important. Do you guys believe that the type of fuel we had was also superior? Because how do we get this kind of fuel economy? Yeah, to make a Shell fuel cell. The new formulation. Umesikia, mister? It's the new formulation. And new formulation means better cleaning, more range, more kilometers. That explains why Mbugwa's car is still idling.
It says there,
no, you're 15 more kilometers.
Inasema aje, last up to 15 kilometers longer, which I have. Actually, it's 50 kilometers longer. I have. This one I have approved.
Acha kubrag.
Siku brag. Actually, I've done more.
Tumalize story. We are done.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. See you on the next one.
Make sure you subscribe.
All I need are some better days. 'Cause all I want, and I pray, I believe in the better days. I'm kinda stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I work hard or live at my pace? You're only young once, yeah, that's all great. But I also want a future where I'm